Alright, what about Amiobi here? Reviewing Wildwood Mire. I think it's just Wildwood Mire, right? Wildwood Mire Golf Course by the Heskeyunit. I so hope that the Heskeyunit is referring to Emil Heskey. There's a great England national song about him. If not, that's okay. So, I don't really know a huge amount about this course. Oh, see you, Benny. Have a good one, man. What do we got here? Is this it? Oh, right, yes. Okay. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay, we got. He's fairly new at course design. He wants to take his course to the next level. Okay, so we're going to go back. Because he does specify what he's looking for here. He's looking for northeasterly at medium. Good one, Lucas. um, yeah, it could be. What did I say? Northeast? Northeast medium. Okay. He talked about being a schoolboy error, which makes me think that that's a kind of an English saying. It could very well be that it's all about. Oh, what am I doing? Could be Emil Heskey that he's talking about in that, which would be funny. And Emil Heskey was not a small boy, that's for sure. Still isn't. He just doesn't play anymore. All right, now we've got what he was looking for. All right. What about Amiobi here? We are reviewing Wildwood Mire by the Heskeyunit, a new designer who had this course approved but's looking to take his course to the next level. So hopefully we can give some feedback about how he can do exactly what he's hoping for there. Short opening hole. Okay, I think it's a hybrid off the tee. He mentioned northeast medium winds is what he was wanting this to be played at typically, so we've gone and manually put that on that. He has no tee box. Oh, I didn't notice that. Oh, 2969 Dave's now falling. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate that. I do have a alert for that, but not for subscribers. I think I have that one backwards. All right. So then for our second shots, the bunkers are really quite flat. They're kind of, yeah. Although this one on the right isn't. It's a double green. I was about to say something. I'm glad I didn't. Yeah, this bunker right here just looks kind of flat. It's more that the slope down from the green creates depth to the bunkers. All right. And then in the front here, those rocks. I'm still having trauma from Mayday last night, hitting every rock in sight. It's another Twitch streamer for people who aren't familiar, but that was pretty funny. Oh, thanks, Dave. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming aboard. Okay. Ooh, that thing had some heat. This is a me thing. I was having a hard time seeing the hole there. I think that's the combination of the lighting and the green texture, but that's also a me thing. I sometimes struggle with that because my eyesight sometimes struggles. But anyways, interesting little hole there to kick things off. Oh, hey, Lacey, how's it going, man? I gotta get better at keeping up chat, too. Okay, so yeah, these bunkers are better. I like these bunkers better. This one back here, it's got a teeny tiny bit of a bathtub feature to it, but it's not too bad. The way that it sits in the hill there makes it, well, I was going to say makes it more visible, but you can't see it because of the front of the green. Okay, so it's a pretty straightforward par 3. Oh, I see what you're saying. The tee looks like it's just kind of on the fairway there. Alright. Loft it way up so it makes it difficult to get perfect, but if I hadn't, it was off the back of the green. Okay. Front pin here is not going to be very much fun because it's just going to be drop me off the front or end up where I am now if you go long. But it helps where for this pin. I'd look at, I mean, what kind of length shot's that going to be? 170-ish? Might work. Downwind it wouldn't though, I don't think. Just something to have a look at. I'm just thinking of what could happen. I don't know if it actually would. Okay, well, we're off to a hot start on this course. Bogey to kick things off. Well, don't know if this was meant to be a difficult course, but I'm making it one. Okay, so it's kind of marshy in areas, which is interesting. So going from fairway to light rough, which I think that is, I like. I'm finding it a little difficult in certain conditions to, like, I can see the difference there, but it's not. I'd like it to be a little bit more. I'd like that to pop out a little bit more, maybe. I think is what I'm trying to say. Okay. It does look a little bare in places. It's a nice idea for a hole here. The water comes into play really at the green, not so much off the tee. All right. Let's see. Pretty narrow, like pretty shallow green, but it's a short hole, so that's absolutely fine. Over here, yeah, so we got a little shelf there for a hole. And then obviously this one, I'm guessing there's one around here somewhere. Fourth one I can't see it, that's fine. Okay, so we'll send one up here. So a lot of putts that just have little slow moving beads. Just an observation. Not a, those are I find those tough to read. Yeah, bunker sculpting could little bit. I mean, I've seen one that was a bit flat, and then I saw one that was a bit bathtubby. So yeah, that would be an area to improve probably. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh, it's a 4 as well. Okay. You gotta have a look at this. So I'm gonna leave myself a 3-wood if I hit a 3-wood here. I'm gonna need it again. If I hit driver and I hit it full, I might run through downwind. Should be okay if I partial it. Oh, maybe I'm not. Okay. It's only light rough though, so that's okay. It is... that is a bit on the well, penal. Like I don't know. It's just it looks difficult to hit that fairway on a 500-yard par four. That's a bit harsh. I might have just played it wrong though. I might have been too far right. That tree in the right above my player's head there is bothering me. I'm hoping it doesn't come into play, but I just don't like it being there, to be honest. I don't think it would have come into play. I hope it wouldn't come into a play. Yeah, that was ambitious. Oh, it's going to get a bounce. Jeez, I've been getting some of these today. I thought that was ambitious, and then it made it there. Let's see here. So where we've got the pin... It's not too bad. I mean, I think to go to the next level, it's now we're at a point where it's about polish, I think. I think Scoot mentioned, was it who said that? Lisi? Yeah, I think that's where we are now. You have a pretty good handle on what you're doing with the tools, it looks like. Now it's a matter of taking a bit more time to really kind of get the shoe shine out on it and make it... Oh, I like... Yeah, this is an area where I do like that tree because that's the wrong... Oh, wait, maybe it isn't. This is a split fairway, is it? Or is this... Okay, maybe it is a split fairway. In which case, that tree is right in the middle. Like, this looks like a fairway for this hole. But it looks like this is the play. It's a better angle by the looks of things. And that tree just makes me not want to go anywhere near the other one. Alright, J Ray, thanks for hanging out, man. Have a good one. Okay. Yeah, bunker. It's either really flat or it's got like a big kind of There's people in this chat right now will have a better way of explaining it than I can right at the moment, but something about the bunker just isn't quite there. And then these light rough paths are kind of interesting. So this one I'm guessing takes me to the next tee, the one right behind my player, but then that one's over to that. So they're from going from that green and walking away over there, I guess. Yeah, the routing I'm getting a little confused about in here. I need the pin because I can't see that hole. I just can't see it. That's a me thing. Okay, there we go. Green seems quite large, yeah. The fours are no joke on this place. So now we got the marsh to deal with. Central bunker. It's placed in a way that's going to make me have to do some thinking. So I'm going to just yank it right into it. Oh no, I'm going to clear it. Yeah, the lighting, it's the combination of lighting and texture, I agree, Scoot. It's making me have a hard time. I always assume that I have a hard time with light. Like, I can't see in the dark at all. Like, I can't see in low light conditions at all. And then when it's, like, I have a very narrow window of what I can see in. Let's just put it that way. And this one isn't hitting it. Okay, this one here. We're uphill a little bit. Yeah, the bunker there in the front's kind of basic. And then it's, yeah, the bunkering, just do something, like maybe just kind of jazz it up a bit. I had to think, that pin, the way that there's that mound, the kind of mound in the green right in front of it, it is a sand wedge that I'm hitting, so yeah, I don't know. No, that's left. Bugger. Yeah, a good example of a course where he changed his grass textures and it made a massive difference is Loki Valley. Is that the one? Oh no, which one was it? It was a deserty course, and I couldn't tell the difference between fairway and rough at first in the beta, and then when I played the finished one, I could. I think it was Loki Valley. Ah, anyways, so yeah, there's just something. Yeah, the coloring is. We got a double green. This is the double green. Okay, yeah, that's the double green we saw earlier. So par 3 here. So that's a better bunker there. It's still a little bit kind of vertical, but it's better. The bunkers are just kind of a sort of a boring shape, which I'd prefer you do then at the beginning than try to go crazy with them, but that would be something else to look at. Maybe just get more creative with the bunkering. Keep pushing everything. Rear view. Yeah, I think it might have been. I can't. Oh man. There's a course in the beta. I literally couldn't tell the difference. Like I had the hardest time telling the difference between fairway and rough, and then he changed it, and I was like, oh, this is a million times better. Like the whole, and it just transformed the whole course. Hey there, chef. How's it going, man? Okay, now we're going drivable. Uphill. Narrow entry, which is cool on a par 4 of this length. Okay. Oh, hit the hill and just die. Ah. Now we've got 100 miles for Eagle, which it's front pin too. Front pin's going to be the hard one to get to, and off the tee. Back pins are easier, which is interesting. Which is fine. Let's see here. Did I give that enough? Shouldn't have. Yeah, that's okay. Okie dokie. Nice 3-putt par. Everybody loves those. Okay. Yeah, the more I'm playing it, the grass, like the color textures aren't working for me, and that's one area where the course would just be really ramped up. Here, the way the front of the tee is kind of blocking the view of the fairway is unfortunate. Oh, you're supposed to cut more than that. Kick right, not left. No, we're in the rough anyways. Bugger. We weren't getting home in 2 anyways. That's fine. I like how you put the bunkers here to give some kind of strategy on this where it's not just hammer it down as far as you want. There still is plenty of room out here to be able to just pound one down here, but you're thinking about it, which is good. It's not just some bowling alley straight fairway that you can just rip it down, but maybe play with that a little bit more to, again, discourage just smashing it. Nice clubhouse in the background. This green is awfully wide for what seems like it's going to be a 3-shot hole most of the time. Okay, that's a great pitch. Actually got better than it deserved. Okay. Hey, we made a putt. Yay us. So yeah, I mean it's 9 holes in. It's decent. Like it's I see why it was approved. There's no reason not to approve it. It is missing a couple things though. You just, yeah, it's the polish and then it's just that je ne sais quoi. Okay, so we're doing another double green. See, this bunker is, again, it's got some depth to it. It is a bit bathtubby though. Yeah. So I'm just gonna echo what Lisi said, which is that they could use a bit of polish. I really feel like the difference between a course like this, which is entirely playable and is fine, and a Dream Team contest is the Dream Team guys spend hours and hours and hours and hours on all the little tedious crap that then really makes your golf course jump out and makes it just look so good, and then it just combines with the playability that they already have. I really feel like, yeah, lack of identity is a good way of going about it. There's nothing that's kind of stamped its authority on this is a HeskeyUnit course. Oh, hey Wes, how you doing, man? Yeah, I think people really underestimate how much work you guys put into making your courses stand out the way that they do, and just how much time it is. But you can see the difference between a nice playable course like this that really isn't saying a whole lot, and then the kind of stuff you guys come up with. The lighting here is a bit rough. Yeah, yeah. Another thing that takes time to figure out. Okay, time for a rock rant? Could be. I don't love the rocks cutting in the front, personally. Now, this isn't my thing. I'm getting a bit of a reputation for being a rock hater. I just don't like how unpredictable they make the course play sometimes. Now, watching Mayday and the boys smack it off every right rock in sight last night was hilarious, but the green itself is fine. I think it's a reasonable size for the length of the shot, and it's kind of divided up, so I think that makes sense. That's just horrible. Don't mind rocks if they're off to the side of the static. Yeah, that's what I agree with. I don't like when rocks come into play. I think that's something I really need to be more. What's the words I want? Oh man, I need to clarify that about rocks. I don't mind them. I just don't like when they come into play because it turns the game, and you're playing plinko. You know, pick your game that the ball just bounces all over the place on. Right. So here we've split the fairway on a par 5, which is okay by itself. Doesn't really seem to make a difference for the angle though, so I don't know if we needed to. I guess up here we're a little higher up. It's another hole where I don't think I can hit a full driver. Maybe I could. I was just afraid it was going to go, well, it's maybe what's over that hill. Yeah, it might have gone right off. Okay. Not loving from where my cursor is down to the rough there. So this fairway is actually not as far, it doesn't go out as far as you think it does. And then let's see, where's my layup? So if I want to lay up, I'm over, okay, so I've got places to lay up if I need to. And I should be able to carry all that from the rough. And then we got a small green, but it's par 5, so that's fine. I didn't mean to red fast that. Oh, that tree's gonna potentially be an issue. Get right behind it. Okay, I got lucky. I'd be careful with trees being that close to a green, because you could easily get stymied, and that's always tough when that happens. Okay. Yeah, just be a little careful with those trees. They're getting a little close. Okay, so again, we split the fairway. And the question I have is why? What is it I'm gaining from being up here? This is a course the guy was looking for a review on in the forum. The Heskey unit, it's called, is it Wildmire? Wildmire. Hey Manatee, how's it going? I don't know. Maybe. It's a double green too, so it does give you a bit. But how? I don't know. Yeah, maybe. That's about the only thing I can see. It is. Yeah, it's a double green, so I don't know. It is wider over here. Oh, but then again, I mean. Just gonna sneak the bunker there. So now I probably put myself in an awkward yardage. Oh, no, I didn't. So yeah, there's just. The other thing with angles too is if I'm hitting a wedge, I'm not really as worried about the angle because I should be able to just go, excuse me, right at it and just stop it wherever it is. So I shouldn't have to worry about an angle. No, the wind killed that. I knew it was going to get it, but I didn't think it was going to get that much. Yeah, contouring's good. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too, Manatee. Or not Manatee, sorry, Lacey. When you're hitting a wedge, the angles aren't going to matter as much. Is there 3 double greens on this course? I'm starting to lose. There's at least 2. I'd be careful about that too. Just double greens can work really, really well, but if they're overdone, then they can be a bit of a headache. Okay, so here, I've got a 3-wood to about here if I want some room. Otherwise, I'm trying to carry the. Oh, it's 460, so it's if if I go here, I'm leaving myself the world to get home. Especially with, no, I'll get there in a minute. Alright, I'm going to see if I can get over this. I suspect it's going to be close. Okay, no, I got there. Now I'm going to be rewarded with a much shorter shot. That's good. The 3-wood was an easier shot to play, but it would have left me with a really difficult shot into a green that this is my least favorite on the course, I'm afraid. Be a good par 5. It was 50 yards longer. Yeah, I could see that. There's a bunker there in the middle that is maybe for if you're in the rough. I'm not sure. Yeah, I got you there, Manti. Because then if you lay up left, it's only par 5. You can make it a 3-shotter. Yeah, that kind of idea would work better on a par 5. I agree with you there. If you can't clear the bunker, and a lot of people can't, this green is tiny, it's raised, and we've got rocks all around it. So the ball could go literally anywhere. It's a bit much, for me at least. Oh, that thing went farther than I expected. That's poor with a 9-iron. Okay. So just little things like that. There's a shot that as a designer you want people to play, but then there's a shot that the player's gonna play because that's what's gonna be best for them. And just make sure that you're covering. If you're gonna make somebody carry a bunker at that length, make sure if you're leaving them a layup, it leaves them with a reasonable chance to get on the green. If it's a par 4, if it's a par 5, then Manatee's absolutely right. Okay. This is nice little par 3. It's not little, but fast. Bugger. Although I'm not even going to get there. Okay. So it runs on from the front, and then just afterwards it runs off to the left. Okay, I can get behind that. Hey there, Avery. Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate that. Jeez, we're unstoppable now. Amiobi, come on. Show yourself. Okay. Into the wind, this should be okay, I hope. There's been a few holes like this where it's fairway ends, and again, it's a decent length part. Like, how long is this par 4 on the card? Scorecard. It's 476. Okay, so I mean it's not really long, which is funny to say. It's a decent length par 4. But yeah, we've got a lot of this where we're running out of fairway, and we just have to kind of play it back a little bit. It could be you've designed this with a different driver in mind too. I need to keep that in mind. Yeah, I agree. It's a new designer type of hole. It is a new designer, so that makes sense. That's just brutal as a shot, though. So yeah, one thing I would suggest to Heskey unit is just remember all the different drivers that are in the game. This seems to be, let me put it this way, I wouldn't be surprised if you use about a 280, 285 driver, and he hasn't, you haven't thought about or didn't realize that there's people using drivers that are longer or shorter than that. Although that one hole that I had to carry the bunker, maybe. Yeah, the water area looks quite nice. We're going to get a better look at it in a minute. So we're going to get a par 3 at it. Whoa. It looks to me kind of to be a bit marshy, so that makes some sense. Trees in there. You did yank that. What's going on here? Good thing I played my competitive rounds yesterday, not today. Okay, so then... Oh, I thought we were going to have... Okay, yeah. Yeah, this looks kind of marshy, which... yeah, it makes... I mean, that's the look we're going for. Then we've got some stuff, the dead trees and things. I like it. I like it. Honestly, from the last hole, I thought there was going to be a par 3 coming up. Okay, now here... Again, we split the fairway. Why would I ever try to hit it here? Like, there's... 3 wood here makes sense. Why would I ever try to hit it there? Up here it makes more sense. So, I'm guessing that's just not meant to be a place to hit it to. And then, again, it's short enough that angle's not going to matter too much. You could make a case that you didn't really need to split this fairway, but then maybe that's how you're keeping it from being like super wide. So, yeah, that's cool. To me, this is just hit it down the right side, and the left side's not really something I need to deal with. And then this is a pretty darn shallow green, but it's a short shot, so it's fine. Yeah, I agree with you there, Manatee. I would go, I mean, pretty much anybody who's a new designer, but yeah. Yeah, I'll absolutely mention that at the end. Seems to be kind of my standard outro to these courses. Canuck B101. Oh, that thing snapped at the end. Well, that's a shame. Okay. Now we got our par 5 to go. Alright, so sometimes with the new designers, you can see that their strategies are good, but the implementation isn't. I feel like this architect could make better holes with a few quick strategy videos. I agree, Manatee. I can see the wheels turning, but they're just, it's not quite coming off in some places. Okay, I'm not sure if I gave myself a bad angle here or not, or made it long. Oh no, I gave myself a better angle going way over here. Alright. Yeah, sensible area to hit it to if you don't want to go for it, and then if you do want to go for it, you can. Oh god. Oh, I've been fasting it, so then I tried to just slow down a bit, and I slowed down a lot. Okay. Green makes sense, I think. Alright. So, yeah, overall, so again, let's remember the designer, he's a new designer, and this has been accepted, and he was looking for a way to take it to the next level. So, the first thing that Manatee's given some advice in here that makes a lot of sense. Check out B101's strategy videos. There's a few areas where I can see what you're trying to do. It just isn't quite coming off. but it's not far away either. It just needs that little bit of, and I think this whole course, I would say this, it just needs that little bit of polish. Just a little bit of a change in the lighting, a little bit of a change in the texture of the grasses, a little bit of a change in the strategy, a little bit of time with the sculpting of the bunkers, and maybe some planting, and there's a really good course in there. It hasn't come out just yet. And again, I mentioned it during the video, but I don't think we realize how much time the elite designers take to make their courses look how they do. It's not, it's a lot of it is skill and talent, but a lot of it is just time too, right? So there's something here for sure. It's something that can be worked with. And I think you're at the point now where I've used this example before. It's like the difference between going from like a 30 handicap to a 20 handicap isn't much at all. You don't need to do much to get better there. You're getting more towards the single digits, where now the gains are going to be maybe a little bit more incremental. I think you can still do a couple of relatively smaller things that'll make a big difference, but you're getting closer to where now it's going to be just little things that are going to make it just that little bit better going forward. But yeah, keep at it. There's definitely some good courses coming out of you with just a little bit more. I would check out for sculpting, the bunker sculpting, maybe check out Canucks. It's not awful at all. It's just a little off, the bunkering. So check those out, and I think you'll come up with some really cool stuff.